Sorry about that. YouTube have, in their infinite wisdom, have been messing about with the way we live stream and things, as they always do. They can't just leave it. If it's not broke, don't fix it mentality. No, they have to break things to give an excuse to fix things. Of course they do. And one of those things, the orientation. They can't just operate the orientation of the camera. You have to go into the app and you have to change the orientation in the app. It's not smart enough. Of course it's smart enough. They just love creating problems to then make excuses to solve them. Hello everyone. Hello and welcome. Sorry about the little glitch there. I started the live stream and it wouldn't move off of vertical. I would have had to have ended the stream, change the orientation within the app, nothing to do with the camera, to do that. It's a new feature that YouTube have added. It's not really a feature, as I said. It's just another excuse to create a problem to solve a problem. Anyway, speaking of problem solving and things, we are going to be attempting to put together some tactical dreadnought armor today. So I hope you're ready. I've already built the chaplain. How are you all? Hope you're well. I will be live streaming tomorrow as well. I'd like to do some painting tomorrow. I don't know whether I'll carry on with the Titan. I'd like to, but I'd also like to crack on with the Seraphon. But that would involve me spraying them, and the weather in the UK has been it's suddenly turned into autumn, hasn't it? Winter is coming. What I'd like to build tonight, at least, is the Sergeant and the heavy weapons Terminator. That's what I'd like to build. I don't have the rules, so I'm going to have to find the rules somewhere to make sure I'm allowed to do that. But anyway, I've built the chaplain, so he's built. I'm currently in the process of building like the captain with jump pack as well. So, what are your thoughts on yesterday's reveal show? Yesterday's reveal show. What was yesterday's reveal show? Are we talking about Warhammer, or are we talking about the preview event today? Hello, Sampler. No worries, no worries. Oh, that's cool, Sheriff. That's cool. That's nice. You wonder if there'll be a Devastator Dreadnought or Scout Dreadnought. Oh, God. Oh dear. Oh no, not more Dreadnoughts. Haven't we got enough? Surely. We've already got the Stealth Dreadnought. Do we need any more Dreadnoughts? I'd just like Dreadnoughts that are actually, you know, efficient. You know, we've got a ranged Dreadnought with close combat chest weapons. I mean, it strikes me as odd. And then we've got a Brutalis Dreadnought running about with multi-melters. Yeah, it seems a bit odd. I don't know, but we are getting scouts. And they don't look too bad, actually. They need more shotguns, but other than that, you know, for anyone that hasn't watched the preview event yet, if you haven't watched it, go on the Warhammer community site right now and just read the article, because no doubt people will be talking about that in the live stream tonight. So you have been prepared. These seem to be quite straightforward. Yes, as you say, Sheriff, these chess pieces, I think that you can swap them. So if you were to kind of, how does that go in? Like that. Yeah, essentially this bit here, you can swap it out between each one, which is really quite cool. So yeah, good spot. I was getting that feeling when I built the chaplain. They seem to be quite friendly when I put it together. So, yeah, so we're going for the Storm Bolter and a Power Sword for this one. Interesting that the tassets are individual now. It's just more small pieces to lose, I guess. 12, where are we? There's 11. Oh, and 12's got to be on here somewhere. I guess it's this one. Okay. So any Storm Bolter we can go for. It would be nice if the Sergeant had like a beefier weapon, like a combi weapon or something, like a combi plasma or something. I don't know. Instead of just a normal Storm Bolter, but we can pick anyone. We can pick any one of these arms. Just trying to find out which one is the one aiming the Storm Bolter. As the pot luck, will I have to we'll have to clip all of them off. If there's any of them, I'd probably say it might be that one. 64. Yeah, and the particular arm corresponds to the particular Storm Bolter, like both of the parts, not just one of the parts. So that's interesting, even though each of them are, well, they're a little bit different, actually. Yeah, okay, well, we'll see. So, you know, like 36 corresponds to 35 and so on. But we'll go for 64. Let's just have a little gamble here. We'll go for arm 64. There's a 65 right there. That's not anywhere near 64, I don't think. I was expecting that to be 64, but nope. 64 is most likely on another sprue. It's in another castle. Yeah, it's right here, look. There's 64. We also need 66. Nah, yeah, it's also on the sprue too. Okay. So let's just see what this Storm Bolter does. We'll put that on. Yeah, I think that'd be an aiming one. We'll have a crack at that. If it doesn't work out, then whatever. Head-wise, though, I want... I'm going to go for the one with the bionic, you know, just the lens, the eye lens, for the Sergeant. And then this one with the other lens, I'm going to go for the missile launcher. Okay, so that's that done. We still need the sword, though, which is here. We still need some Sergeant shoulder pauldrons. Already this is quite a lot of pieces for one Terminator. Oh, and then we've got a number of shields as well that we need to use. Okay. So shields are on this sprue. 1, 2, 3. What did they use for their Sergeant? They just used the square one, that one. I'm going to use this one. You know what? I'm going to use this one. They haven't used the shields for any of the others, just the Sergeant. That's interesting, isn't it? Okay. So I'm going to use that shield. It's fine. And then the Sergeant's shoulder pauldrons. It's this bad boy right here. This is the one you need to use with the extra jewel. And we'll go for this one with the nameplate. Although you can have all 5 without the nameplate, but I'll go for the nameplate for that one. And then I think that's it. Oh, no. We might as well get the teleport homer out of the way. Let's just remove this straight away. I think it's only 3 pieces. Yeah, these pieces right here. But when I said no, I meant it's got to be the... Oh, that snapped off. Did you see that? Look at that. I didn't even clip it, but that snapped off, so be careful, guys. This teleport homers, they don't make them like they used to. So just be careful with that piece, which I clearly wasn't. This is what I meant by no. These extra super long purity seals. Right, that's the Sergeant. I'm quite happy with the Sergeant, so let's clean it up and build it. Let me just read a few more of your comments. Yeah, Revan, but this is a UK stream, so we're going to go on UK time and also GMT, which is what like all the other time frames are based on. So we'll go for that if that's okay. I mean, yeah. So it is Saturday. Okay, I don't know where it was, but here it was. Here. I don't know where here is, but here it was today. Yeah, it was today as well. Yeah. Love the scenery box. Chaplain chest is the same. It's the same as the Termi squad. The chaplain chest is the same. No, it's definitely not the same. The chest is different. You can swap them, but it's not the same. What's the best part of the chaplain? Oh, I don't know. I like the shield, you know. I do like the shield. The Crozius is pretty cool. The pose, I'm warming up to it, but he's kind of, I don't know, he's sort of like looking that way. Maybe it's because I've raised the Crozius, but on the box it looks like he's looking like that way. I don't think I could get him looking that way. Or maybe I can. Maybe I just need to push his head. That's a bit better already, isn't it? Yeah. I just needed to push his head. That's a better pose already, other than him looking like that way. But yeah, no, I like him. He's quite cool. He's pricey though, I'll tell you that. Thunderhammer looks good on Sergeant. Thunderhammer. No, they don't give you a Thunderhammer, Revan. Let's have a look. Are we talking about the same kit? It seems like me and you are like crossing different things today. Thunderhammer. No. No, I don't think there is a Thunderhammer. I think you've got a kit mixed up, possibly. One of yours broke as well. Not a big fan of the teleport homer. Yeah, I know, and everybody's got teleport homers and things nowadays, haven't they? Like, you know, everybody has. Yeah, well, they will be releasing a close combat Terminator squad kit. I'm sure they will. They can't not now. You never had a Thunderhammer with the plastic kits before, so I don't see why you would now. The standard has always been the power sword, and that's it. Yeah, you always got all your Thunderhammers and things. Looking forward to it though. but I'm not sure when that will be. I've never seen any pictures of the close combat ones, but I assume we'll get them. You know, I like to see the lightning claws as well, and just the poses. Would be nice if they brought some decent poses to the close combat Terminators. That would be quite cool. Yeah. But anyway, moving swiftly on to the old show today. What did everybody think of the actual reveals and things? I just lose all hope with 40k when they showcase a model like that Sidonian Rumpelstiltskin. It's just shocking. Makes me not want to collect Scutarii anymore. And I can say Scutarii because the chap in Lawmasters said it, so it's now canon. Like he said Cataphractii. Ah, yeah, so I'll continue saying that from now on. You love the scenery, enough parts to make the other cool stuff. When you say the scenery, is that the Kill Team stuff? I like that Kill Team scenery, and the board. I think that's quite cool. I like the direction they went with that, with the multi-layered scenery. I thought that's quite cool. Yeah, I'd love to pick up that set, that Kill Team set, mainly for the Striking Scorpions. But if you notice that the Striking Scorpions and the Scouts, they're both two sets of twins, so both two sets of 5 that are the same as the other 5, but slightly different configurations. But the poses are the same. So just bear that in mind, that you are getting, you know, the same models. You're getting duplicates. Which begs the question, when they release them separately, will they be in a unit of 5? Cool, that'll be interesting, won't it? If they do that. I think it will be in a unit of 5. They could release them in a unit of 10, we'll see. I don't know. But just happy we're getting some Striking Scorpions. I don't know whether I'll build all the Terminators tonight. I'll try my best. There seems to be a lot of parts per one. And if the mould lines are anything to go by from the chaplain, it could take a little bit of time. But I will be back tomorrow live streaming. Like I say, I'd like to do some painting tomorrow. Sometimes I do live stream on a Sunday. Okay, right. Excellent edition, yeah, that's cool. What's my favourite type of Space Marine? That's a really good question, actually. My favourite type of Space Marine. My favourite type. What a question. It's probably, I'd say it's an either or. I like the Space Marines that are part of like a unique squad. like the Interemptors or something, or the Cenobian Knights. Like, I like that Space Marine that is not just a tactical or an assault or a devastator or anything like that. I like a unique kind of specialist Space Marine, but I also like Terminators. Like, I have more Terminators than, well, not regular Marines, obviously, but than any other sort of specialist Space Marine unit, I guess. Like, more than Assault, more than Devastators, more than Hellblasters, more than the Nerf Space Marines, more than Incinerators, believe it or not. No, of course, I've only got 10 of those. But yeah, I'd say it's a cross between like a specific specialized unit member or Terminators. Yeah, the quicker I can build these, the quicker I can get your review, and the quicker I can give you a size comparison between these and the Legacy Terminators. And also the Horus Heresy Terminators as well. You know, towards the end of the Horus Heresy, these Indomitus Terminator suits were becoming more and more common. They were starting to become the predominant, the dominant Terminator suit of armor, just because they were easier to manufacture, quicker to replace, all those kind of reasons, cheaper, I guess, compared to like Cataphractii. Would I consider comparing the new Jump Pack Intercessors to a 10-man Assault Intercessor squad? Oh, interesting. That's a good question. Would I consider comparing them? I don't know. I think comparing Primaris to Primaris is fine. It's what kind of aspect you're asking me to compare it with, like in terms of what price or their poses. I mean, the Assault Intercessor squad, I think, although you can get a few odd looking ones, I think their poses are better than these Jump Pack ones. I just don't, I'm not completely sold on the Jump Pack Intercessor poses whatsoever. The Terminators are fine, but the Jump Packs, and it's because of the tactical rocks. Like, every single Space Marine now has to have a tactical rock, even the ones that are flying, and that drags them down. No pun intended there. It does. It limits their posability in a way, rather than having them like the Seraphim. You know, because like with these, you can't have both feet off the ground, kind of, and you can't have them like jetpacking backwards, because one of their feet will have to be on a rock, and that looks a bit odd that one of their feet is on a rock and they're jetpacking backwards. Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. I would rather go for the Intercessor Assault Squad if you want some Assault Intercessors. But if you want Primaris with Jump Packs, yeah, these are the go-to now. You know, we've gone past the Inceptors thing. You know, maybe they couldn't make these ready for the Inceptors. Maybe it was a plan all along to have like a go-between. Uh, yeah, you're right, Sheriff. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But this is the thing with any kind of flying unit, Games Workshop, they need to make a decision. Like, are you going to have them fully flying like Seraphim, um, or are you going to have them kind of just on the ground in a way? Um, and if you choose to have them kind of on the ground, then you sort of have to bite the bullet and understand that they're not going to be in the best of poses, because there's only so limited space of where their legs can go, and what's kind of feasible in terms of angles of trajectory, or well, the incline and decline, I guess. But yeah, hey, these storm bolters. Going to try and drill the holes out for these. Still got a juicy amount of mould lines. Everybody's favourite reveal today from the show. Of course, mine was Rumpelstiltskin. Of course, no, it wasn't. It was probably I don't know. I really like the dragon for Age of Sigmar. You know, already could put this chaplain on the dragon. I like the striking scorpions, I guess. A couple of the old world minis look good, like the Pegasus. Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't really Warhammer Day kind of awe-inspiring though, as I thought it would be. It would have been awesome if they released something huge, maybe like a massive new reveal or completely new army, or I don't know, something. But they did not. At least these shoulder pauldrons are easier to clean up than the old chaplain. I think I've gone full circle almost with those. And that is for heavy weapons. Yeah, the chaplain one, in between all the rivets, which is what I said, that I knew that was going to be tough. Let's just read some more. Evening, Maxim. How you doing? Does the Terminator kit come with a heavy flamer option? Yes, it does. Right here, look. It comes with all three. So you've got the Cyclone missile launcher, you have the assault cannon, and the heavy flamer. So yes, it does. Imotech, yeah, Imotech's good. But you were most interested in the scouts, but the codex already spoiled them for you. Well, the codex only came out today, so yeah. Obviously, if you got the codex today, or you went in the store and saw the codex, then yeah, you would spoil it for the 2 p.m. I didn't buy the codex. Well, not yet anyway. I know Ed has funded that for the channel, so I hope to get the codex for next weekend, and possibly the Brutalis Dreadnought, and maybe the other 2 units, you know, the Honor Guard and the Stern Guard. I keep thinking that the Stern Guard are for Ultramarines only, but they're not. They are just like veteran unit, aren't they? You're just waiting for the Empire to come back. Nice one, Tanker. Good to see you. Good evening. I haven't spoke to you for ages. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've done well with your Titans and things. That was sort of like the last time I spoke to you. So yeah, as some people have said, I would like to get Imotech, but I don't think I'll get the Codex. Seems like that's going to be the only new thing for Necrons. You know, of course, they did get a load of new releases a few years ago now. Really that long ago, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah, that sounds good, Tanker. Yeah, that sounds good. Your quest to get my quest to get two of all the Loyalist Dreadnoughts has been made easier thanks to the release of Plastic Dorito. Okay, well, yeah, of course, definitely. That's good. That's quite a beefy quest, though. There are some, yeah, like the Dreadio. Well, the Dreadio you can still get, I think, but there are some dreadnoughts that you just can't get anymore, and you can only get them sort of second hand. So don't know whether you can get like the Librarian Dreadnought, or the Siege Dreadnought. Was it the Ironclad? Was that the one? Oh, that's a good question. Terminators or Dreadnoughts? If you could only pick one. You're a bit concerned about the old world and the game being dead on arrival. New minis look great, but then the rest are 99. Yeah, I agree, Jason. I don't know about the game being dead on arrival. Like, we don't really know anything about the rules and stuff and how they're going to play. But yeah, I was not expecting a throwback from the minis from the 90s at all. I really wasn't. I was expecting all brand new minis, all plastic, maybe a couple of big creatures and monsters from Forge World, just like optional ones that were far too complex and far too expensive, and you know, could only be taken in much larger games, akin to sort of Knights or Titans, I guess. You know, to back the range up. But yeah, the thing is, it's a long time coming, isn't it? That's the thing. Old World it's a long time coming. They've hyped it up with their little artworks and things, and you know, I think a lot of people got high expectations, and when you then show, you know, 1990s minis, yeah, understandably, people are gonna think, well, where are the new minis? Do you not think? Yeah. Yeah, that's possibly Artie. Yeah, that's possible that they get phased out. I mean, they are still struggling with demand. You know, Tyranids have been out for what, 3 weeks now, maybe, almost a month, and you can't go on the website and the web store and just order a Carnifex. And that model's been out for quite a while. You can't go on there and order a Norn Emissary either, which is probably like one of the best models of the new releases. I've got 2 final Tyranid videos coming next week on Thursday and Friday, by the way, and then that is it for Tyranids until mid-November, which is actually really only next month when I start painting the new minis, and as many live streams as I can possibly fit in before I work all of December. Right, that's the Sergeant done, I think. Not that we really need an instruction guide, but you know, we've built enough Terminators, but they want you to put the legs and torso on, so and then to put this on as well. It is quite cool how these Terminators go together. The mod lines aren't too bad, but you feel like each one is a bit of a mini project. There's enough kind of hobby work to do on each one. I'm not saying that it's like double that of, say, an Intercessor or anything, but they are certainly impressive and you know, massive step up from the Leviathan ones. This kit definitely will be a kit where you'll build these Terminators and you'll want to build another 5. So if that isn't kind of like an endorsement to get 2 packs, I don't know what would be. I would love to get another pack of these, put it that way, already. The jump pack Intercessors, maybe not. But these bad boys, yeah. If their kind of van braces decide to glue on though. Not van braces, greaves, sorry. Yes, definitely. I'm not going to pick up those Nerf gun Space Marines though. I would rather get 2 packs of these any day. These greaves are a bit odd the way they go on or don't go on. They're not exactly snug. Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, okay, we got there. The other tacet, please. All right, Stig, hang on. Let me just get ready to read your question. Do you think it's worth waiting for a Deathwing version, or just get this kit and kit bash? Get this kit and kit bash, Stig. Just get one. The likelihood of them bringing out anything Dark Angels, yes, we had Lionel Johnson, but that is like a one-off. You know, no, I don't think it's worth waiting. Even if we did get a Deathwing kind of set, it probably wouldn't be until like the end of next year at the very earliest, if that at all, if they're even going to focus on some of the factions. You know, I think they will focus heavily on bumping up all the other armies to 10th edition first, like they're doing with the Necrons and the Scutarii. So, right, Stormbolter then. Well, connect these first. You'll have fun with these anyway, especially if you're converting them, I think. Right. Just going to eyeball it. I'm not going to go too deep for a change. Okay, I'll put that on there. I thought I honestly thought I'd clean this one up. I guess not. Maybe it was the other arm. It's easily done with a new kit if you get quite excited. What is that assembled Terminator? It's the Chaplain. It's that one over there. It's the Chaplain. I've easily got enough chaplains for my chapter, easily, and librarians. I don't think I've got enough apothecaries though. You'd need a minimum of 10 chaplains. I've used what's that storm? What's the scout? The Ultramarine Scout chaplain. Is it Ulfric or something? I can't remember what his name was. No, that's Telion. Telion is like the head scout, but then there is I think it's a Space Wolf chaplain, and I think I've used him for the 10th company. I can't remember. I've written it all down somewhere. I'll show you the chapter one day. With the Stormbird and the two Thunderhawks, obviously. All painted. Don't you worry. Will there be any Primaris in the chapter? Probably. But I think it's mainly Firstborn, which is quite rare considering Black Consoles had were pretty much wiped out by the Word Bearers. I think the Word Bearers sort of blew up their planet or their fortress monastery or something. Anyway, right, so we don't need the instructions, but let's just, so this is the power sword, and it's like a really strange angle. It's just odd. What I might do is start gluing them onto their base first. This is what I found helped with the Chaplain. If you glue it onto the base, then you can pose the weapon more accurately, I think. Definitely get it more level anyway. And the head as well. Pose the head after the weapons. Yeah, Sergeant Tullian, yeah. Paid for 24-hour delivery and took a week. Oh, you need to get onto DHL about that. I don't normally have any issues with DHL, and definitely none with UPS. But yeah, wow, that sucks. So rule of thumb, don't pay for 24-hour delivery then, I guess. Now let's try this. So I could have him firing off that way. I'm not sure I like that. Just because his sword is like at such a strange angle. It's just such a weird angle for this sword. Because you can't really have it upright. You have to have it at like a weird suspended angle. That might work. No, that definitely doesn't work. That might work. Nah, I'm gonna... We're gonna fix the sword arm, but we're gonna find a different gun arm. Because I want him looking at where his sword is, sort of at that strange angle. So we might do that now. The hunt for another Stormbolter arm in the right pose continues, brothers. That's all right. That works. Yeah, that's fine. What is it with odd pose Terminators right now? And we'll pop this onto, why not? How on earth did they manage to glue that on? That will have to work. Yeah, that breaks it up a little bit. I like that. Anyway, so it continues for the search continues for that Stormbolter. Let's build the heavy weapons Terminator, which I think is this one. This one. I'm going to give him the chain fist. I really don't care. I'm going to give him the chain fist. There's lots of chain fists. So What? So yeah, you have to build this first, 41. 43. Where's a leg when you need one? Okay, I will go and get a drink in a little moment. Ever conscious of my hydration levels. So they're the two legs, and then 41 for the torso. Or should I say hips? Hips and torso. And then there we go. Odd that some of these parts are on different sprues. 48 and 45. Back to this sprue, I think. Or not. There we are. Well, it would be odd if the one remaining greave would be on a different sprue, and it is. Bizarre. I don't get their number in here. 47 and 44. Okay. These are all over the place, aren't they? These pieces, they are spread. Yeah. So far we've used 3 different sprues for one Terminator. That's a bit odd, I think. It just makes the whole process longer. Kind of artificially longer than it needs to be. Okay, that's 42. And then obviously your choice of Power Fist, and then the Cyclone Missile Launcher system seems to be in a lot of parts. So we'll get a fist ready. Got a number of fists there, haven't we? I would say we could go for... We'll go for the clenched fist. I think we'll go for that one, which is 82. This one. Aha. Yeah, so clenched fist 82 with 84 for the actual chain blade thing. Now I don't know the rules and things, guys, so I might have to go and have a look at the rules. How many chain fists and things you're allowed. Maybe any model can replace it. I don't know. But let me have a little look. Is the Terminator with Cyclone missile launcher can be armed with heavy? No, Revan, no. Are you? Again, I don't mean any offence whatsoever, but are you new to Space Marines, basically? Ever since sort of second edition, you haven't been able to have like an assault cannon and a missile launcher. It's kind of one or the other, really. Or is it? What are mine equipped with? See, it's been that long that I don't even remember myself. Let me have a little look. 10th. Yeah, when you say it's illegal, though, who is it actually illegal to? A tournament? How many tournaments are we playing? None. We're just playing with our friends, so if you want to say that it's not an assault cannon, but you've glued it like that, I really couldn't care. Go for it, knock yourself out. But if you're taking it to tournaments, then I guess it matters, but yeah, unless you're playing tournaments professionally, it's not really an issue, I don't think. They're taking the rules down, haven't they, I guess? Let me just double check. Sorry, guys. Well, I'm just checking this. Warhammer 40k. Let's just see. I could look at the old one. Space Marines. Codex Space Marines. Data sheets. Oh. Well, we've got the data sheets right here. Interesting. Unless these are the old ones. Have they not taken them down then? No, they haven't taken them down. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, they have. It's all locked, isn't it? Oh, that sucks. Just make them free, Games Workshop. They're there right now. Or at least make them free for everyone that's paying 50 quid a year for Warhammer Plus. That should be part of it, I think. You should get all your rules for free if you pay 50 quid a year. What I'm going to do is going to be cheeky and go get the old rules because I know where they are. Yeah, Sheriff, imagine that. The AI have been creating the sprues and stuff for all these years. Here we go. See, you just can't beat a good hard book. I don't know. I mean, I think it looks a bit try hard, really. 2 heavy weapons looks a bit try hard. Any numbers more? Oh, thanks, Joe. I didn't need to get my steps in then, did I? I should have just read your comment. Let's have a little look anyway. Right, elites. Oh, are they after the scout squad? Yep, the scouts are certainly more elite. Okay, ancients. So many elites in Space Marines, aren't there? Power Fist. Any number of models can have their Power Fist replaced with one Chain Fist. Excellent, thank you. Not that I didn't trust you, Sheriff. I do trust you, but I just wanted to read it because I wasn't so sure in terms of like heavy weapons and things. So I'm glad I got the book anyway because I'll check the kind of heavy weapon rules in a moment too. But my plan was only to have one Cyclone missile launcher in this unit. I've already got the assault cannon from Leviathan, so there's no need for me to use another one. And it'll probably look exactly the same. yeah, please do put in the comments below. There's quite a few of you what you're working on this evening, whether you built your Terminators this morning and you're now painting them, maybe. It's possible. Or just whatever you're working on, really. As I say, I will be back tomorrow bright and early. Well, not early, but I will be live streaming. Yeah, another non-Warhammer related video tomorrow. I know everybody would like to see the unboxing of the jump packs and, you know, the chaplain, of course, obviously, but it's one of these rare occasions where you get to see the chaplain built before the unboxing, I guess. But anyway, you're spraying your infantry, you're painting some beast snaggers, nice one. Is that the new codex? No, it's not. You're painting a Scorpius. Oh, nice one. Such a good mini, that. I do like the Scorpius. I'm so pleased I held off that one. And I'm so pleased that I didn't kind of invest too many into too many Deredio Dreadnoughts. I only picked up one. I mean, one's enough anyway, really. They're very specialised, aren't they? Yeah, we always said this is the head that I'm going to use, so quite straightforward. Nice kit so far. And it won't take you too long, I don't think. You know, you'll have these Terminators built and completed in next to no time. But yeah, I will pick up the Stern Guard and the Honour. Sorry, my thing is in the way. There we go, that's a bit better. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, what was I saying? I will pick up the Stern Guard and the Honour Guard and the Brutalis Dreadnought. And of course the Codex. I'll try and get those videos out to you as quick as I can. You know, considering that the Horus Heresy army set that you know, today is it's a 2-week pre-order window, so we're not going to get ours until 28th of October. So that'll be in time for Halloween. That's a nice little, if you've got any time off Halloween, nice little treat for you. Or maybe you're getting it for Christmas. I'll work on it over Christmas. Oh, I think someone asked me about Lego. Oh yeah, Revan, you did. Sorry. Any idea of this year's Christmas Lego? I want to get the Titanic because I've been saying that for like the past 2 years, and every year I say that, Lego bring out a new big Star Wars kit. Like they brought out the 8080, which is like 700 quid. Then they brought out the Razor Crest, which is like 500 quid. I mean, I could get the Venator, but then that's like 4 years in a row of big Star Wars Lego kits, and I'm not a huge fan of the Venator. Like Clone Wars and stuff wasn't really around when I was a kid. That you know, I grew up with like the old school Star Wars, not like episodes 1, 2 and 3. So I haven't got that much of a connection with the Venator and Clone Wars and things like that. So I'm thinking, leaning more towards Titanic, because I've got a place in the house where I can put it on a shelf and it just be on there and put some LEDs and things, and you know, whereas the Venator, I haven't really got any place. Another option was the Rivendell. I haven't really got a place for that. Haven't really got a place for the Lego Castle, even though I do like the Lego Castle, and I will get that one day. Yeah, so that's what I'm leaning towards. That's what I'm leaning towards. But I definitely would like to get one for Christmas. And live stream it like I normally do. Get some mince pies in. I am working a lot over Christmas, so there is that. I had a lot of time off last year, but this year I'm working a fair bit. But I'm sure I'll be able to get around building a big Lego kit with everyone. Oops, wrong leg. Titanic looks like a good build. Yep. You'd be tempted to take it in the bath like I've seen a few posts on Instagram where people have kind of broken it in a couple of I say broken it. You can break it, or it does, you know, disassemble into 3 pieces. But they've kind of done a mixture of both breaking it and disassembling it, and they put it in like a fish tank, and then they've you know, glued it all up, and then put water in the fish tank. And that looked quite cool, but I'd want to display it out of water, which is ironic to say of a ship that sunk, but you know what I mean. How big is the Titanic kit? It's about, I want to say like 53 inches or something. I know it's a good number of pieces, thousands and thousands of pieces. It would probably be the longest kit I'd own. I think it's longer than the Star Destroyer. Yeah. I think it's only sort of 500 quid or so. But hey, you know, I'd love to buy a War Master Titan, but you know, Forge World's just stopped making stuff, haven't they? Oh well, they did make the Harvest lighter. I might get that for Christmas as well. We'll see. I don't think any other Christmas will top last Christmas. I got a couple of nice things. Yeah, and one of which was the Razor Crest. That was nice. That was really nice. Yeah, I will do, Illinois. Yeah, I will do. Thank you. Yeah, of course. That's the point. Is I'll get the big Lego kit and anything that I sort of want to pick up for Christmas. I will live stream over Christmas for you guys. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd get a few mince pies in, get a few cups of tea. I mean, I don't think I'd live streamed that much last year. But I definitely want to stream more this year. But I appreciate that, thank you. Did I see the Warhammer Day reveals? Yeah, I did, yeah. I did. Thank you for asking first, though. That's always good. What did you see them, and what do you think of them? My favourite was Rumpelstiltskin. No, it clearly was not. I don't know. We've got a great idea. Let's put a sniper with a big arquebus on really thin legs. Great idea. I mean, sometimes 40k, some of the things they do just makes me question. Makes me realise why I love Horus Heresy so much more. You know. Anyway. You were not impressed with them? Yeah, me neither. Me neither, no. No, I was not impressed either. I mean, Imatech, yeah, it's all right. Striking Scorpions and Scouts, yeah, all right. The Pegasus flying thing, yeah, that looked cool. But then with the whole old world bringing 1990 models back is just, yeah, they're underwhelming, as everyone here said. I think quite a few people have said those things. I was going to do a video. I don't know whether I need to do a video now. It seems like everybody's everybody's viewed the reveals and probably watched the reveals. I don't know. If I do a video, I think it's mainly to serve as people just putting their comments in and things, which is cool, you know. I might do that tomorrow. I'm more likely to do like a video like that if there are loads of things that impress me, but there weren't. Shoulder pauldrons, totally forgot about those. Looks like they're all the same. Okay, we can put part of this Terminator together. Specifically the chain fist, which is what I wanted to do. That just goes on very nicely. Kind of expected that to be that way. What's the chain fist? The legs and the greaves. These are tricky to put on though. I don't really need the instructions, but I think it'll be the same story. We'll just have to put the legs into the hips as usual. Try not to destroy my cutting mat in the process. Yeah, this Terminator definitely looks like he's bracing, so we'll go with that. Actually, when you put the tassets on. You'd rather have a sniper squad? Yep, definitely. I think they're sort of forgotten what they're supposed to be about. You know, that thing's just going to be blasted off the board. It stands out like a sore thumb, and then you've got that dong thing waving around between its legs. It's just awful. It's so embarrassing of a model. It makes me want to just set fire to my Skitarii. It really does. I mean, I don't know about that, Illinois. I mean, it's a luxury product, so nobody's forcing anything on anybody. I agree if you phrased it in the way of it's complete paywall. You know, they're selling box sets as paywalls to get new minis, but they've been doing that for over 6 years. It's nothing new. It's whether or not you you know, accept that price of entry. But part of that price of entry is you are getting a hefty discount. That's the thing. Look at the Horus Heresy set that was released today, or sorry, up for pre-order today. 2 new kits, the Mark III and the Doredio. The good thing about the kit today, though, is you can also pre-order those minis separately, whereas the Scorpions and the Scouts, you'd probably be waiting quite a while. But then again, look at this release. Like, how many months ago was it that we, well, that we got the Terminators, let alone the Brutalis Dreadnought. Brutalis Dreadnought and those Nerf Space Marines, they They came out a long time ago. And they do it all the time. I'm not saying that's a good thing, I'm just saying that they do, and you just got to be privy to it, really. You don't have to get it. You can wait until things are released separately, and then pay more for them. You know, that's the way it works, I guess. Your wife's interested in that new bug. Yeah, I like the bug. It's quite cool. You don't like that they are repurposing all the old fantasy models. Yeah, I know, that does suck. Yeah, that's not very good. When Valrak mentioned a new AdMech. Wow. If you're going to listen to Valrak about something new for AdMech, I can only imagine the number of people that are going to be disappointed today then. Crikey. That's one of the reasons why I don't listen to sort of rumours and things, because I'm so heavily invested in this hobby that my expectations is sort of through the roof. And I just get disappointed. So I choose to get disappointed live, you know, at the time. Okay, so we're going to put the chain fist there, I guess. Just down by his side. It's fine. Yeah, no, I don't follow rumours. What's the point? Things come out so quickly these days. Right, let's go back to these Terminators. Let's have a look. Yeah, so for every 5, 1 Stormbolter can be replaced with Assault Cannon, Heavy Flamer, or 1 Stormbolt and Cyclone Missile Launcher. So we're going to have this bad boy with the Stormbolter, but whether I'll have him... Again, I'm not having him just firing like that. That looks a bit odd. I don't know. That might work. We'll see. But I want to at least build the missile launcher. So I'll clip the parts out. 96 and 93. This missile launcher looks a bit odd to put together, I have to say. 96. See, like where... So we're going to have to go all the way back to this sprue. We're going to have to go all the way back to this sprue to get another piece of the pair of pieces that go together. This is odd. It really is. So that goes to the side. And then we've got the actual missiles themselves, which are the front, followed by 94. The old missile launcher was so easier to put together, and it looked like it was bigger. So that's going to be the right one, and then the left one needs 91. I'm guessing 90. $88. 89, and then 87. And then I've got a funny feeling that we'll need, where is it gone? This thing, this 86. Yeah, thought so. This is the guidance lens. Right, so that'll pop in the middle. Wow, so for this cyclone missile launcher, no joke, it is 11 pieces. That's a fair chunk. No, yeah. I mean, the thing is, it's not speculate though. Like, it's Varak's got someone inside or a few people, whatever, and they will tell him things, and then he will choose what bits of information to give to everybody else. Like, that's the whole point of it. So he knows, and what's happening is people are just people that are already tuned in are already very passionate, and they will have their expectations. They'll have high expectations, and then they'll keep going back and they'll keep having high expectations, and the expectations sometimes can be met, sometimes they're not. I don't know. For me, it just doesn't work now because my expectations are too high. And just a lot of the things that they do release, it's just one thing or another. Whether it's the number of parts, whether it's the decision to release things at the same time, price, all kinds of things. Like the Space Marines at the moment, they've just released all of them all at once with a 2-week pre-order window. I mean, I'd like to see the stats to see if everybody got what they wanted and how many Space Marines are still left over. Did they overproduce on this release? It's quite odd for an army to get a 2-week pre-order window. I can understand the Horus Heresy stuff today, but the thing is, it's not just them, is it? It's not just the Horus Heresy stuff today. It's all the books. It's really bizarre. As I said in my video, I hope it's not the norm. Okay. Right. I'm going to just pop and grab a drink because it's been about an hour and a half. Good. Yeah, Castigator, you'll have a lot of fun with that. Right. Spared no expense. I'll just put that there just while I grab a drink, but I will be right back. Take this opportunity to just walk around, grab a drink. Oh. I'm back. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. I can remove that now. Okay, so Royal Mail. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good to hear. I don't like it when that happens. I've had things dispatched on a Thursday and not receive them until either the Monday or Tuesday. It is hit or miss whether you get things on a Saturday. It really is. It used to be guaranteed. Like, I used to get things like bang on sort of 10 o'clock or so every Saturday, but now I've had things turn up at 7 o'clock, I think, or something. Not Amazon, but actually, you know, my pre-orders. Which is not good if you've, you know, been in all day or doing things in the house. So yeah. Oh yeah, that is frustrating. That is frustrating. Sorry to hear that. I've been on the receiving end of that Crusader as well, so yeah, I know how it feels. I ordered something the other day from Amazon, and I changed the delivery to a business place, and they weren't open on a Sunday, and I'm pretty sure that the delivery people knew this, and they still attempted to deliver it, and then it became undeliverable, and Amazon were like, well, it's undeliverable. I was like, okay, well, can't you just get them to change the address? And Amazon were like, nope. I'm like, okay, well, what happens now then? And they're like, well, we can give you a refund. I was just like, seriously? Like, the item was there. It's, yeah. The thing is, I can't say that if a drone delivered it, a drone would have had any better luck, because the drone wouldn't have been able to deliver it probably either. So, you know, but it is frustrating. It's frustrating when you know that your products that you've paid for are physically in a box that almost made it to your place, your address. Anyway, how was the Terminator chaplain to build? He was fine. There's a few mold lines on the rivets which are extremely annoying, and on the halo, but apart from that, he goes together quite nicely. Still not sold on the pose. He looks like he's just on his way to a Halloween party or something, but whatever. You know, he will fit in with these Terminators, size-wise at least. Although some of the old school Terminator chaplains and Terminator armor, they were pretty big boys anyway. So definitely bigger than the standard legacy Terminators, I think. I don't know. We'll have to find out in the size comparisons, I guess. If I can find all of my other Terminator chaplains. I think I now own more chaplains in Terminator armour than not in Terminator armour, I think. And that might be the case for librarians. Anyway, let's put these missile launchers together. I'm going to use Tamiya for this part, I think. Right, so the lip goes there. There we are. Let's put that on there. Cool. Whoa. Calm down there. So how does this go on? It just slots onto there. Just concentrating, guys, that's why I'm quiet. I don't want to mess these missiles up. Do you think the new stuff will work well with the upgrade sprues? When you say the new stuff, yeah, I do. I do think the company heroes will work well. I think it'll be fine. Yeah. These Terminators and the jump pack intercessors, they're not plug and socket for the arms, at least. They sort of are for the legs, but you know, for what you're doing and for the heads as well, they're not plug and socket. So yeah, I think they'll work well for the upgrade sprues. I think you'll enjoy it. I hope that helps anyway. I mean it works, but I'm not the biggest fan of having 5 pieces for a single missile bank. I'm not. Oh, you can't move the missiles up or down. Oh, I'm dropping some points off now. That's it. I'm joking. Trying to work out this one now. So I think that goes on there. Just got to be a bit patient with these pieces, I think. You could probably spice up a Leviathan Termi sprue with these new bits. Yeah, definitely, Pedro. Totally. There's a few upgrades and things on here. You could probably try and do something with the chain fists. Yeah, I'm all for that. It's a bit like what I said with the Termagant set as well. If you've got the Termagants from the Leviathan and you haven't glued them together yet, and you buy the multi-part kit, yeah, you're in for a treat, because you can it's all completely compatible, so that's good. So they say put the shoulder pauldrons on first before you even attempt to put this missile pack on. But you know what? I live on the edge, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to glue these on and pop that on, and we've already got the head ready. Okay, let's glue these missile banks in. I'm going to leave them a little while to just sort of reset before I put them on the Terminator, because I don't want them to be at a funny angle that only I would probably notice. But anyway, that's getting ready. We'll get there with that one. I'm not going to use that. Probably not going to use that arm with this this Terminator though. So again, search for new arm continues. Let's see if we can find a different arm for this Sergeant. Let's just build the arms. Why not? There's only like 4 left to build. We might as well get the assault cannon off. It looks exactly the same as the assault cannon from Leviathan. Yeah, I'm in the mood to clip a few things off now, including the heads, which are all going to be the same from now on. Yeah, you do get a decent number of heads in this kit. You could have all of them without helmets. If you're a complete psychopath, that is. Okay. Right. I think they are all the same. None of them have the scores on. Good. And they're not at the really annoying point. Like, can you remember the old kit where the sprue was connected onto the 2 sort of speakers or vents, or I don't know what they're called, but it was connected on both of those, and you had to be really careful not to ruin the heads. Anyway, all of these seem to be exactly the same, so no differences. They're really well sculpted. I like them. I like these heads. Same for the shoulder pauldrons. 1, 2. I might as well use that one. 3. Yeah, we'll get these off. Not much left. Not much left of the old Space Marines lineup. Let's do this. Let's do this. Right, let's go on to Space Marines. Not much left. Okay. Right, so Space Marines, 87 Space Marines, not including all the other chapters and things. So not much left. Right, straight away, Storm Raven gunship, Land Raider, other Land Raider, third Land Raider, Centurions, Predators, another Predator, Vindicator, Whirlwind, Stormhawk, Storm Talon, Venerable Dreadnought, Terminator Assault Squad, Tactical Squad, Vanguards, Rhino, Drop Pod, Razorback. We're not even into characters yet. Got a Chaplain. And that's it. So we are whittling them down. A lot of them have just disintegrated, haven't they? A lot of the characters have just been vaporized. A lot were on made to order, weren't they? If you think about it. A lot were on made to order. They brought a few back, didn't they? On made to order. Like, I think Petro. Was it Petro Cantor they brought back? I know they brought a lot back. I think too many. I think they should have staggered that made to order, because I know a few people that wanted to pick up the older minis. Yeah, I wonder if the value of older collections are going to go up. Supply and demand, I guess. I think they will. You know. You could have like a Primaris army for gaming, and then you could have like a legacy army for sort of nostalgia and collecting, because they were around a long time. Longer than most of my viewers, if Google Analytics are to be believed. Right, so let's have another Stormbolter. 15. I guess it's this one, is it? Yep. Okay, 15. Yeah, we're just going to go straight on with the Stormbolters now. 15, 16, 17. And 17, 34, there we go, 34, 35 and 36. 35 and 36. There it is. There's bound to be one Stormbolter that I like. I don't know if I picked up 49. Don't think I did. Yeah, there it is. .49. I guess it's going to be 1551. Yep. Okay. And then that's 3, 4, one more. 79, 80 and 81. Yes. Good. We might as well just clean these up and build them so that I can pick which storm bolters, because that's the only thing that's slowing me down now, is just the choice of storm bolters for these two Terminators. So let's get cracking with these. Yeah, don't be shy. Please do put what you're building, what you're painting tonight, if you haven't already. It's always nice to get an idea what people are up to. You might not be doing anything hobby related, to be fair. You might just be falling asleep with my voice. Yeah, it makes me wonder what they're going to do with Tartarus, because Tartarus is very small, and if they've upgraded Mark III, which we get to find out in 2 weeks, I wonder if they'll upgrade anything else. I mean, from a business point of view, it just must be, it's the gift that keeps on giving. You know, Space Marines, most profitable army faction for all of Games Workshop. Then you create Horus Heresy, which is Space Marines against Space Marines, and the only difference is usually the colours, and obviously there's some different squads and things, but and then not only have you made loads of different types of armours of Space Marines, you then change the sizes slightly. Do we just like Space Marines too much? I guess so. Anyway, painting Tech Marine, nice one. You're painting your sniper. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Yeah, scouts are fun to paint, aren't they? They are really cool. I'm tempted to go get my scouts, actually. You're painting Neophyte Templars. Oh, nice one. It's really cool, guys. Thanks for sharing that. Because typically it's just me, you know, building something, and I have no idea what everyone else is up to. I mean, it looks like Space Marines are back on the menu, really. I mean, everybody's doing something to do with Space Marines. Well, except for you, Krieg, obviously. You're working on your Eldar. What is going on with this piece? This piece is a bit strange. Yeah, what is going on in there? Oh well. You got bored of Kriegs lately? Okay. Well, speak to Kriegsman. Ask him how he relieves his boredom. I don't think he gets bored of deathcore. Maybe he does. I don't know. Yeah, I will glue him while I'm going along, actually. Just so I don't get the pieces confused. You're helping kids with your Mario Lego kits. Nice one. I do like that Lego Bowser. I'm not going to lie here. That does look immense. Is it strange that now Bowser reminds me of Jack Black? No, now I can't get that Peaches song out of my head. Oh, God damn it. I'm going to have that in my head now. Fantastic. That song is just too short. I would like to get the new Mario game next week, but Spider-Man comes first. It really does. That game looks awesome. I can't believe it's been like 2 years since I played like Miles Morales and stuff. I don't think I played Miles Morales last Christmas. I think it was the Christmas before. Doesn't seem that long ago though, but oh well. You sleep and dream of Krieg. Okay, well that answers that question, everyone. I think it's safe to say that he eats, sleeps and breathes deathcore. Probably quite literally as well. Oh, good. That's that one complete as well then. I did wonder. Yeah. This takes me back. It really does. I'm getting this this feeling of nostalgia right now, building these Terminators. From when I first picked them up 19 years ago. I remember it well. It was... I don't know whether it was in October or November. I know it was pretty cold. And I know I was in the accommodation, and I'd brought back two boxes of Terminators. I don't think the Assault Terminators had been released then. I think they only released the standard ones, and they'd just come out, and I was wondering whether I should have bought them or not, but I did, and I kept with it, and I'm pleased that I did, because I don't think I would be, well, not here today, but you know what I mean, like I don't think I would have continued on with the hobby if I'd have not got them. Yeah, just a lot of nostalgia. As I say, I think I built them. I don't think I built them in the store, but I definitely sprayed them at the store and then took them back and then painted them that evening or something. But yeah, it's good because there's only 5 of them, so I looked at them as just like, that's a little project to do. But yeah, I remember it well. 19 years ago, I remember it well. A little trip down memory lane for me. Do you think there will be new release chapter-specific Terminators like they did with Wolves, Angels before? I'd like to hope so, Peter, yeah. You know, Space Marines sell really well. And if there's one thing Games Workshop loves, it's your money. So, and my money, yeah, obviously. Yeah, I can't see why they wouldn't. It would be a massive missed opportunity if they just completely ignored that other chapters exist. Maybe we're going to get something to do with salamanders? I don't know. I think Prior Nexus was good. I enjoyed that. They could build off of that, maybe. Yeah, I hope we do get some chapter-specific things. You know, we had Black Templars, didn't we? Although that wasn't a massive release, we still got some stuff. I kind of want to put my... Yeah, that's probably better, isn't it? Put it lower a bit. You remember your first Terminator kit? They were metal ones a very long time ago. Over 20 years ago then? That sounds like it's 30 years ago. Wow. Interesting. The very first Terminator kit I bought was the plastic kit that had the I say single pose minis in, kind of, you know, with the hazard stripes on the power fists. And at first I thought, why have they just got like big hands? Why have they got big gloves? I didn't even understand power fists and stuff. And they were my favourite back then. When I picked them up, I almost thought I was invincible, you know. The Storm Bolters were alright, but you had this big fist that you could kill things with in one go. And this is back when they didn't have invulnerable saves. They didn't have invulnerable saves. They just had a 2+ save. But even that, I thought, wow, a 2+ save. My Space Marines have got a 3+ save. So this 2+ save meant I wasn't getting insta-killed by things. Because of the old armour penetration, you see. You know, back then, you had a missile launcher fire at your Terminators, and because it had an AP of 3, it wouldn't instantly penetrate the armour. You'd still get your save. I mean, obviously, if you failed your save, you'd die, or you would die outright, because it's double the toughness. And they were still vulnerable to las cannons. You know, a las cannon striking a Terminator would kill it outright back in the day. But that is a las cannon. But yeah, I enjoyed them back then. And now they've got multiple wounds and invulnerable saves and all these kind of things. Right, this is the end of the Stormbolter quest. I'll glue this Stormbolter together. I'll put the barrel holes in, and then we will find out which is the winner, I guess. Unless you use a crack and roll a d10. What magic, what sorcery is this? Oh, your 2nd edition. Yeah. No, I was talking about 3rd edition. Yeah. I think those Terminators were the plastic ones. You could use them in 2nd. I think they were out for 2nd. But I don't think they came out for 3rd. But yeah, I was talking about 3rd edition. This is the thing. There's so many editions, you know, every 3 years now, new edition. Yeah, they do change it up a bit, don't they? I mean, credit for you though. Credit to you for remembering all the rules for 30 years ago. Pretty good. Okay, right. One of these is bound to fit in well with these Terminators. You ordered the 1st edition rulebook. Nice. Yeah, 3rd edition is what got me into it, I think. I mean, I saw a few 2nd edition like codexes and things, but it was 3rd that really got me into it. Right. So we've got this one. Kind of works. This one. Which this one. I think it might be this one, you know. It's either this one or this one. That's a bit too close to the... It's probably out of this. That is too far. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Some kind of dodgy glue. Okay. it's out of that or it's out of this. I think this one. Yeah, we're going to go for that. So, nice. Can I show them closer? Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course I can. Which one specifically? The chaplain or the sergeant and this heavy weapon? I'll show them closer. Yeah, of course. All of them? I'll just show all of them closer. Probably easier. Okay. Nice. Okay. I like how all of them have this extra like stopper thing at the back, and that's where the laser lens guidance thing, whatever, sort of slots at the back as like a little stopper. I think that's quite cool. Yeah, that works. I'm happy with that. Okay. So yeah, he looks beefy. Okay, cool. My head just needs to settle down. Yeah, very cool. Let's put these on. Probably best to like glue the contact points on the shoulder of the arm itself. You might get more purchase, but yeah, I'll show this one up close. So that's that one. If I can zoom in. So that's that one. I think that looks quite cool. And then, yeah, there's no point me showing you the sergeant, but that's the chaplain that I built earlier. I really do like his helmet. It's so cool. Yeah. Right, we'll now zoom out and we'll work on this sergeant's Stormbolter arm. That, you know what, that kind of works. More than, oh, I don't know. No, that's not too bad. Oh, you know what? It's sort of firing, but not looking where he's firing because he's just the goat, isn't he? I think that looks a bit too close to the body, though. I'd say out of all of them, that that works, because it's... They've probably used the one that I've just used on the missile. I'm not using that arm. Yeah, I think they've used that. They could have used... No, they've used that one, haven't they? I'm going to use that. That's fine. That'll work. Then we've got 3 more to do after this. Let me just read. You mean the bolter variations? They're all the same. Or do you mean these? You probably meant them, but they're all the same storm bolters. The differences I'd probably say are the like the little icons on each side. So like that one's got a skull and a wing. That one's just it's like a triple-headed eagle with wings. This one is skull and a wing. Another skull and a wing for that one. So they're both the same. And then this one is, again, the same as this one. So there's 2 that have the same kind of icon, if that helps at all. Have I got a favourite so far? Oh, I don't know. Probably this Cyclone missile launcher. There's just something about a Terminator with with a chain fist, a storm bolter, and missiles. There's just something about that. I can't quite put my finger on it. The Iron Warriors first adopted that, didn't they? They first came up with putting missile launchers on the top of their carapace of Terminator armor, and Gilliman thought it was such a good idea that he stole it, and he started doing it. It's a shame we never got any Ultramarine specific units. Well, not, you know, I think we got the Suzerain, didn't we? But we didn't get any. That's the thing that's missing, I think, is a few legions don't have legion specific Terminators, and that makes me a bit sad. Also makes me a bit sad that, you know, Death Guard don't have access to their Spartans as a troop transport, whereas like Dark Angels do. What's that about, right? Bit of favouritism for the first, isn't it? And I can say that because I collect Dark Angels. But, does all that come in the kit? Yep, all of it comes in the kit. You've got 140 pieces or so, I think. You get a lot more pieces in this kit than the Chaos Terminator set. I'll tell you that. Yeah, you get 3 jam-packed sprues with this set. Yeah. Nice. Evening, Explore Norfolk. Evening. Classic beefy boy Terminators. You expected combination of box and drum. No. I mean, do we get drum for the Horus Heresy ones? I mean, these are the new ones. These are the new kids out of the block, aren't they? I don't see why they would go for drum magazines. If these are like the brand new Terminators. I can understand the old ones. It's a bit like the sickle magazines as well. You know, you have those on the bolters and the Umbra pattern bolters as well. like we've seen with the Horus Heresy upgrade sprue set. But no, this kit is a big W for Games Workshop. It's given people everything that they wanted. Bigger Primaris size Terminators. If only they could get some good poses though. Well, that's probably my fault. Posing these. Probably didn't do a very good job. Oops. There you go, that's fine. That works. It's got his little shield thing. Cool. We'll leave that as that, and then we'll work on the other three. Looking good so far? Okay, so the last three. What is this doing over here? Oh, okay. I don't know. I just think that the poses, like the poses for the jump packs are bad. The Terminators, I don't know. This is the thing. Like, I just prefer the poses for the old minis. Maybe because I've built so many. Could be that. Maybe I'm not just used to these Terminators yet. Right, so we've done that. Terminator, that one. And we're now on to... Whoa. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay then. Let's just move these back a bit over here. And we will start building these. What I'll do is I'll just clip all these three out because why not? I mean, the shoulder pauldrons are going to be the same. We've just got to pick the storm bolters. We might use these extra little icons and things. You could definitely put them on the Leviathan set, which I'm probably going to do. Right, so next torso. Do we use 97 anywhere? 97. Thought we would use 97. But I guess we don't. Well, we'll keep that to one side. Let's concentrate on 26. Which isn't even on that sprue. (26), 31 and 28. These should be straightforward to put together. Now, the hardest models in the set would be the heavy weapons and the sergeant. So, just because of the number of parts, really. I'm missing some tassets. That's 32. Wow, this one's got a purity seal on. It's quite fancy. What are the odds that 29 is on this sprue? Yeah. So two tassets for two different sides of the Terminator on two different sprues. 33 and 30. That's 30. It's probably going to be the same for the van braces. Sorry, Greaves. 30. 33. Yes, it is indeed. 33. And then we can just pick the fist, and that one's pretty much done then. So we just pick a fist. Let's move on to the next one. 56. As I say, this is going to be quite straightforward one to put together these three. Oh, interesting, yeah, okay. So Space Force ones have some drums on. Okay. Okay, I guess this is 58. Yeah, as I said before, I will be back tomorrow. Most likely building the jump pack ones. So you won't have long to wait. $57.55. One of the next pieces. There's a 62. Honestly, like these pieces are all over the place on the sprues. 60 and 63. It's not a good kit if you like to hot swap about different sprues, like findmypart.com. 60. And then yeah, we can just pick the fist. I might give them all chain fist, you know. I might be cheeky. Okay, so this is 71, 72. And 70. Yeah, just because the Leviathan set don't have chain fists, really. 77. 74. I guess these are the legs. Yep. And then the greaves. 75 and 78. Once again, 75 is a long way away. Okay. Kind of done. Just got to clean these up, put them together, and then that's these last three complete. What I will do is I will just get the fists ready too. Why not? I think the fists will only go with certain sort of chain fists, I think. I don't know what we're going to do with this 97. I guess 97 was the starter Terminator. Just want to double check. Instructions not clear. Unless it's for this one. Ah, it is for that one. Oh no. It was meant for for that one. Interesting. Okay, doesn't make much difference. I skipped that part then, didn't I? One extra slightly different chess piece. But we need 25 though. They all fit in anyway, don't they? So There we go. Oh, I suppose I could use this one instead. I can swap them about. Let's get all these chain fists off. I'm sure they're all compatible with each other. Famous last words. I mean, there's only 3 of them really, isn't there? So. Okay. Some more questions, thank you. You intend to get more Terminators? I think I've got enough. If they release the close combat kit, then yeah, I'll get two lots of close combat kits. Would I get another one of these sets? I wouldn't go out and buy another one of these sets, but I certainly would be pleased if one of these was included in like an army set. Like for instance, this Christmas, if they do bring out a Battle Force set and it had a set of these Terminators, not the Leviathan ones, but these, then that would be pretty cool. But I don't think I'd go out and buy another set of these Terminators unless I really, really needed them. Because in a way I've got 10 already, and then I've got about 150 slightly smaller ones. Well, actually, the Dark Angel Terminators are pretty beefy, really. I haven't used the pointy power fist yet. Maybe I don't use that. Got to be careful of these tassets. They are quite easy to miss, even though I've used them all, I think. Yep, 3 sprues, lots of parts of these. What is Chain Fist's stat line? Do you think they're overall better than the Power Fist? Well, according to the old rules, you just added an extra D6 armor penetration. So I think they were the same as Power Fist, but you got something extra. So they were better. I can't see why they would make them worse. I don't have the codex yet, so... But what I can do is whip out my mega knob of a codex, as I like to call it, and have a little look-see at the what it did before. Here we go. Right, so milady weapons. Here we go. So Chain Fist, strength times 2, AP minus 4, damage D3. You subtract 1 from the attack's hit roll. Oh, so they well, you got that from the Power Fist anyway, didn't you? So a Power Fist times 2 strength, fine, but it was only minus 3 AP and it was only damage 2, whereas a Chain Fist is D3. Probability wise, you're going to get a 2 minimum, but there's that chance that you could get that D3. You know, there's that chance you could get that 3 for the damage. So, yeah. And also, when an attack is allocated to a vehicle, you have a straight up damage of 3. So, yeah, it's better. I don't know why you wouldn't pick a Chain Fist. Do you think the Leviathan Terminators will be in the next magazine run? Maxim, you can sell your crystal ball because it's not needed anymore. I have undoubtedly, you know, I have more faith that that will happen than Sanguinius being the next Loyalist Primarch to be released. And that's surely that he's the next one, right? Surely. Anyway, that being said, yeah, I think a lot of the Leviathan kits will come out with the Hachette Partworks release. Especially the Termagants. They're gonna have the Termagant kit be released in over 10 issues. No, that'll be the Ballistus Dreadnought, won't it? I don't know. I mean, they could bundle in a Brutalis Dreadnought over a number of issues. I mean, the magazine, it must have been doing well for them to go past their allocated 80 issues. They went to 90 in the end, didn't they? And the last 90, they included some pretty pricey kits like Illuminor Zeras. The timing of that was a bit odd, because that would have been good to release him with Pariah Nexus, but still. That's an expensive kit, Zeras. I mean, we could have done without the Redemptor Dreadnought and the Inquisitor. I would have rather have had other things, but I haven't built hardly any, if not any, of my Warhammer Imperium Conquest, whatever it was. It was Imperium, wasn't it? I haven't built any of mine. It was hard for me to keep up with that release, you know, with the Conquest release. I hope they just stick with Space Marines and Tyranids, though. I'm just going to have to plug this thing in, and also I'm going to grab a drink. I know there's quite a few of you now, but I will be back in a second because I've been sat down for another hour and a half, so it's important to get up and get some circulation. Sorry, Fog. Thoughts on the new Chaplain Terminator model? Yeah, it's very decent. I think he's just about worth it because of the options. Pose, well, it's something different, isn't it? I guess. Anyway, I'll be right back in a couple of minutes, guys. Spared no expense. Ooh. Okay, I am back, but I've just got to plug this thing in. Right. Okay, so plug one thing in, and we can plug another thing in. Fantastic. Right. I just don't want the stream to kind of pause or anything, guys. Very, very conscious about it pausing, so I'd rather plug some power into it now than later. And the same goes for the iPad, where I read everyone's comments. Okay, we're back. Okay, I am back for this final little marathon. I should be in the Discord after this. I'd like to continue building the Captain with Jump Pack. I think that's a nice little day for me. Terminators, Chaplain, and Captain in one day. I'd be happy with that. Okay, we're back. Okay, you just picked up the Palatine after watching your video. Nice one. Sorry, don't think I've got a cough. Okay, right. Let's continue then. Yeah. I had to just go and get a warm drink as well, because it's getting a bit chilly. We had quite a large temperature drop here in the UK. It went from about 21 degrees on like last weekend, well Tuesday really, to Wednesday, it dropping down to like 13. So yeah, like a 10-degree drop. Yeah. Yeah, this has been a fun kit. Mold ones haven't been too bad. Other than the parts, like having to search for parts on the sprues, it's been, yeah, more enjoyable than I expected. So I would recommend, whether you can, I mean, if you can get it for a discount as well, like if you can pick this up for 32 quid, yeah, that's great. 40 quid, I still think it's a lot for 40. For 5 models, let's not beat around the bush here, guys. 5 models for £40. You know. It's £8 a model. Again, it's whether you think it's worth £8 a model. I mean, it might be if you were going to get just 5 of these and then pick up 5 assault Terminators whenever they come out. I mean, I would certainly, if it was me, I would certainly buy these 5 Terminators over the Desolation Marines, or the Incinerator Marines, or whatever they're called. Infernus Marines, there you go. I'd certainly spend £40 on these than £40 on Rumpelstiltskin as well. You just know he's going to be £40, right? Such an awful model. Oh, that was the part of the teleport Homer that snapped. I don't think it is the same teleport Homer, because that was One Piece, was it? Can't remember. Ooh. Yes. Okay. The Stilt Walker. It's terrible. Stilt Walker. The Skitarii certainly was the highlight of the preview. Someone just needs to paint him in a gimp suit, though, don't they? That's all it needs now. Someone to green stuff him and put him in a gimp suit. I'll tell you what, I bet he was exhausted walking around on stilts. I don't think it's easy, but then again, he probably is part machine, isn't he? So he can walk all night on those stilts and not be out of puff. Honestly, I don't know how he fires a transuranic arquebus though, and not have any recoil. I want Games Workshop, I want Warhammer Plus to make an animation of that thing, firstly moving and dangling, and then actually taking aim and firing. I know I'm pulling holes in physics and stuff in a made up science fiction universe in the 41st millennium, but I think we have to draw a line here. Otherwise, I might start putting Space Marine torsos on toothpicks. And calling them Eliminators. You can't even use straws anymore because you'd have to find paper straws. You can still buy plastic straws, obviously, but I guess they're harder to come by. Think of all the awesome, cool models that we could have got. We could have got Assault. This is always a meme now. We could have got plastic Assault Mark 6 Space Marines instead of the Stiltwalker. What a tragedy. Paper straws. Oh dear. We could have got a whoa. Hang on, Fog. Hang on. Whoa. Let's not go crazy here or anything. I think your expectations are a little bit too high to expect a lieutenant model. Whoa, that's some crazy talk you got there. They rarely make those. Rarely. There's more chance Sanguinius Ascended coming out than another lieutenant model. A new tech priest. Oh yeah. So we're talking about the Adeptus Mechanicus, right? A faction fabled for their technological, I don't know, backwards worshipping way of looking at things, but they still kind of, you know, put oil in the machine and call it blessed oil, and they still pray to the machine and all these kind of things. They got hover tanks. They've been sorting out, you know, with Belisarius Call, they've been getting these gravitic plates up and running, different new weapons, all of these things, hovercraft even, and steampunk inspired kind of copters. They got all of this, and they put a Scutarii on a pair of stilts. That's the best they can come up with. At least have them like so that they go up and down. or I don't know, it just floats. Or maybe it's just a weapons platform that floats. Or maybe they just stick with what they had before. Just a Scutarii running around with a really long sniper rifle. Why do they need to put him on stilts? So he can get shot at easier? I mean, we're talking about the 41st millennium. We're not talking about a carnival where you've got like a flat road and you can perform. It's the 41st millennium. There is going to be all kinds of things on the floor that stilt skin can slip on. The Sidonian Dragoons, they're cool. They're on those bipedal walkers, they're fast, they've got that exhaust fume special rule that kind of gives them cover. There's actually armour protection on the front of them. They've got some heavy weaponry. This guy, it just rocks up like he's come out of a circus. It's awful. It really is awful. A new vehicle. Yeah, we could have got a new vehicle. We could have got the next build your own Imperial Guard vehicle where you use part of the box to close up the bottom of it. Right, we're almost there. Got off on a bit of a tangent, but let's crack on. We're not that far from finishing, really. I'd probably say we'd be finished by 10. Easily finished by 10. And what an enjoyable evening of building Terminators it has been with you all. Very pleased to have done a live stream today. And maybe you'll even join me tomorrow. Most likely will be a morning live stream rather than an evening one. But it won't be too early. But it'll be more of a chilled one than this. More of a chilled out stream. Not that this isn't chilled out. Old Fog Battleship getting me excited about a new Lieutenant model. I'd like an animation of the stilt skin. Where like he just waddles over onto the battlefield and then like some cultist or whatever just snipes him with a las cannon, and the fleshy part of him on the top of the two stilts just bursts into a cloud of red, and all that's remaining are just these two toothpicks. That's how I imagine the first kind of 6 seconds of this unit on the battlefield in my head. I mean, these are the people that brought you Titans. These are the people that brought you Space Marines. Oh dear. It's going to take me a long time to get over this. Guard bikes. Salamander APC in plastic. Guard bikes like GSC have. Gene Stealer cult. Okay. I guess so. I mean, that would be cool. I honestly think it would be cheaper just to throw a las gun into their hands and get them to run at the enemy, though. You know, not give them something fancy like a motorbike. I mean, that just raises their hope. Now, I'm not saying Gene Stealer cults have better intelligence than like Astra Militarum or anything, but they are already embedded into the whole hive or whatever, wherever they are. So their kind of network of intelligence is probably I don't know what it is. It's probably a bit more ingrained, knowable. You know, the Gene Stealer cults, they can just pop out of shadows and things. But yeah, it would be cool. I think people have done some conversions, haven't they, on the internet of sort of Astra Militarum riding those quad bikes and things. The thing is, like, it reminds me of another model, the Dread Knight, you know, the Grey Knight's baby carrier. And I'm not a big fan of that. I don't own one. It's quite embarrassing that I own the Stealth Dreadnought and not a Dread Knight. But that being said, it reminds me of that a little bit. And the thing is in the lore, and whenever they mention a Dread Knight in the books and things, it sounds really cool. Like the way they operate it and how it's psychically tuned and blah 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 blah. But in miniature form, it's just like, yeah, you just don't capture that, do you? It just doesn't. The miniature doesn't capture how awesome it is in the lore. So anyway, we're just going to build these as we're going along. I think probably for the best. So this Terminator is actually moving, walking forward. Oh, that's nice to know. Excellent. Actually, nice tassets on this one. I think with the greaves, it's best to glue like the sides of them rather than this flat area. If you glue like this side and the other side, that will grip on to the leg better, I think. No worries, Maxim. See you later. Have a good one. Thanks for joining. I'll see you later. Okay, that's that one. And then got to pick a fist and also a storm bolter. So these are all the chain fists. Now, do they all go on? No. So that one is for that. This one is for that. The pointy one, could you put a chain? I don't think the pointy fist works with any of the chain fists. Actually, no, it does. Works with that one. Cool. Okay. And this one. And then finally this one, I guess. Yep. Okay, so we have 5 chain fists. I want this Terminator to be walking forwards and firing, maybe? That would be quite cool. Games Workshop haven't thought about that cool pose, I'll tell you that. Oh, how about that one? Oh, that's all right too. I think what I'm going to do, before I go any further and commit, I'll build the other bodies. And then we can work it out from there. Then we can work out what chain fist and what storm bolter goes with what. I think that's a decent idea, I do. Yes, let's carry on then. Okay. Yep, I mean, do I need to say more about this kit? I would easily sit down and build 10 of these. It's a nice selection. I'd say the trickiest bits really to clean up are probably the chain fists. Just the blades. And that's even if you decide to use them. You might not. Oh, that's what I did not want to happen. Wasn't too bad. I haven't got that many parts on the table at the moment either. I think the intercessors are only 2 sprues as well. I prefer this kit, definitely, from what I've seen. I can't say much about the Honor Guard or the Stone Guard. I will pick them up, guys, but as you can imagine, it's been quite tough with all the new releases. Okay, let's glue these legs and things together then. And then one more and we can pick poses. Certainly a decent Terminator kit, I'll tell you that. They're very cool. I would recommend these. I didn't think the tassets would work that well, but you know, I think it adds a bit more depth if you have to glue these on, as opposed to if they were just molded on. I mean, that is more 3D depth than what we had before. So, and then the final one. What happened to the Terminator captain? I think he's still on his way, because you could say what happened to the scouts. You know, only just today have the scouts been announced in the Kill Team set, and I was expecting them to be released with these. So I think he's still on his way. Right, almost at the poses. Okay. I kind of wish I'd bought the old Terminator set before I picked up these, just to do one final comparison. I mean, I can still pick up the Assault set. I wonder actually if I've got a Terminator set that I haven't built. I probably have somewhere. Thinking about it. But yeah. Just like compare the build and things with them, really. Okay, just giving everyone like a heads up. I'm aiming to finish about 10 o'clock, but I will be in the Discord afterwards. Right, last piece. Yeah, I mean, you could crack this set out in a few hours, quite possibly. You could definitely build this and paint it all in a day, I'd say, if you wanted to add it to your force to game quite quick. that's that one done. So put the old legs on. Good. Some couple of tassets on. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to build all of these, the Honor Guard, the Stern Guard, the Brutalis. I'm still on the fence about getting the Desolation because I just don't like them whatsoever. I think they look stupid. And there's so many parts as well. I might skip them for a while, but I think I could build the other two sets and the Brutalis before the Horus Heresy kit comes out. Right, we don't really need the instruction guide anymore. We haven't needed it for quite some time. No. Yeah, so that's done. It makes sense to release him with the chaplain. No, Dean, like Games Workshop and Sense, they don't operate with Sense. If they did, they wouldn't release everything at the same time, and if they did, they wouldn't have 2-week pre-order windows for paperback books. So Sense doesn't even come into it. Games Workshop just do what they want, and they release things whenever they want. My view is they should stagger their releases more, so things don't go out of stock, so that they can keep up with demand. But what do I know? And also to maximize profits, like if you wanted to get the most amount of profits for the new scouts, you'd be putting them behind a paywall of a 120 quid kill team box. You just would, because there's going to be so many people that want those scouts, and people that want the Strike and Scorpions as well, to be fair. And Games Workshop know there will be people that will spend that amount of money just to get those scouts, because it's happened before and it will happen again. Right, anyway, on that note, let's decide on... I think that's too far out. I think this is... That works because it's moving forward and he's firing. So that's a contender. That one, nope. Oh, this one he could be stepping and moving. That works. I like that one. And that one is just going to be in a boring pose. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't work because of this tacit with the purity seal, so it's going to have to be that. And this is going to have to be the boring one. Okay, whatever, it's fine. So we've got our poses. We just need to drill the holes for these. Just going to eyeball it. I'm getting good at eyeballing this time of night now. Okay. What kind of microphone are you using recording? At the moment, it's just through the camera. You probably expect that I've got some kind of amazing fancy setup, like a separate Shure microphones, you know, connected to a gaming PC, or, you know, and then a webcam, or I don't know, something. But in reality, the most fanciest piece of my equipment right now is my lamp. Okay, right, that's that. And then that one's done, so we can actually glue this on. Make the hole a little bit bigger. And what I will do is I will glue him to his base as well. Actually, glue all of them to their bases. If I got another set like in an army box or something, I'd probably go for the heavy flamer. Just then I've got all three. I like the idea of a Terminator inexorably advancing, firing a torrent of bolter shells. Not shells, you know what I mean. Bolt bullets. Bolts. Let's call them bolts. Okay, we can get the head in there as well. He looks mean as. He means business, this dude. Tell ya. Better get his chain fist right then. Which one will we go for? Oh, that one looks quite cool. I think this might be the best pose I've gone for. Yeah, it's got to be that one. That one looks mental. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I think fist closed. think we have a winner there. Yeah, we have a winner. That is brilliant. Okay, right. Don't do this to me, glue. Oh, I'm well happy with that pose. That is, oh, chef's kiss, that one. Yeah. Favourite pose so far. Don't mess it up with the shoulder pauldron, super. Brilliant. I like that one. That's very cool. It's my favourite pose, I think, so far. I've found my favourite pose out of them. Moving forward, firing. Yeah, that's my favourite pose. I like that one. Okay. So what are we going to go for this one then? We could have him firing. We can kind of have him. Yeah, let's have them both firing. Let's have them all just firing. Yeah. Of course you can. Yeah. You certainly can. Which chain fist to go for though? Maybe that one. Not that one. How about the pointy one? Adam's just completely pointing the wrong way. I'm certainly not going to use that. No, it's got to be an open-handed power fist. So it's either this one, which is a bit too far out, or this one. I'll have that one, I think. I just want to see if I can tilt the head round far enough for this. I don't think I will be able to, but yeah. Yeah, that kind of works. Oh, wow. On the tilt. Yes, please. On the tilt. So cool. Then let's use the pointy power fist. Yeah. Yo! Proper action face. I could just be pointing down there, pointing down the floor. I don't know. We're not going to use that. As funny as that looks, I think it has to be another clenched fist for this one. Yeah. Although the open fist looks quite cool too. He looks a bit carefree with the open fist, but with this one. Yeah, I think he looks ready. They look more ready for business with their fists closed. Certainly. Well, that's the way I'm going to go for it anyway. Yeah. Great. We're almost there. So a little sort of 5-10 minute warning, just to let everyone know that I'm going to be ending the live stream. We started the stream at about 6ish. I've been streaming about 4 hours. So hope you've enjoyed it tonight. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for joining me today. I will be back tomorrow morning. And we'll build the jump pack intercessors. I won't be back tomorrow night though. Might be back during the week. We'll see. See how it goes. If I do get Spider-Man on Friday, I'll live stream that. I might talk in that live stream. I might not. I don't know. I like to listen to sort of big action games like that through speakers. Okay, right, that's good. pop this arm on. And the pauldrons. And we are pretty much there. Nearly. Yeah, happy with this kit. It's a nice kit. Don't think I'd really change much more with it. I think if you got it, you'd be happy with it too. Thank you, appreciate that. Enjoy the rest of your evenings or days or whatever you plan to do. Might even be Sunday for some of you. Okay, that didn't need that much cleaning up really, so I'll just attach this. Throwing glue all over the place now. And there we go. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Me building some Terminators. As I say, I'll be back tomorrow. Building those jump pack intercessors. I already know that this was going to be more fun, or this is more fun than the jump pack. Look at all the spare parts though, right? Whoa, all those spare parts. There's loads. And I've still got to build this, which is a 2-second job. Yeah, thank you ever so much for joining me, guys. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and probably see you in the next unboxing or review. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.